Hello, everybody, it's Lucas, and today we're back on the regular floor of my bedroom for another monthly manga haul, this time for November. But first, I didn't do a haul for October because I only bought one thing, and that was the five first volumes of Sand Chronicles. So I got this from a bidding website, like it was secondhand, as I think all Sand Chronicle volumes are nowadays. But as soon as the listing for this got up, I like immediately put up a price, and I was expecting like a bunch of other people to like fight against me for these because they were really cheap. I think I got all of these for like under $20, which is like insane when you consider that like these individual volumes can go for like 30 dollars like a piece. So I was expecting other people to like fight against me for these, but no, nobody did. I just like won, and I just noticed that the price tag on this one is still on. I'm not gonna show it because it says where it's from. But this person got this volume of Sand Chronicles, and I'm guessing the other ones, for $3, 3 doubloons. That's insane. So yeah, I got this for a great price. Now I'm just gonna have to figure out how to get the 5 other volumes of this series. Then I actually want to talk about this series, Black and White, Tough Love at the Office, and also Shadow, spelled like SHWD, because I actually emailed 7Cs about it, because obviously I own volume 1 of Black and White, and I've been wanting to get volume 1 of Shadow. The two of them are like connected in my mind because they're both yuri that focuses on like adult women, and they both feel a bit more mature. There's some fighting in both of them. Both of them are only 3 volumes, so they're like connected in my mind. And I saw on their Instagram a while back that they announced that the series would be like both Black and White and Shadow would be getting a 3-in-1, but I didn't see any information if they were still going to print like the rest of the individual volumes. On my local manga stores page, volume 2 of both of them were listed as coming out, but as the time came closer to them coming out, I started to wonder, so I emailed 7Cs and asked if the individual volumes were gonna come out, and no, they're not. If you own volume 1 of Black and White or of Shadow, I'm sorry, I think you're gonna have to sell it unless you just want the first volume, because they must not have sold well enough to like be worth printing individually, so they're just gonna release a 3-in-1 of both of the series next year in the spring or summer. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I haven't seen anyone else talking about it, so there's that information. It's becoming dark outside, by the way. So next up, I just wanna quickly show this Aki bookmark I got from a con. It wasn't, it was more of a science fiction con than like a manga or anime con. So this was the only manga thing I could find, but it's kind of nice. It's holographic. It was cheap. I bought some comic books instead. Mwah. Aki kissing you, point of view. Mwah. Then like an old bitch. It was my birthday. I was sick on my birthday, like not just sick. I was throwing up and shit. It was not good. But I did at least get this, which is, if you can't tell, it's a thing to keep your books safe. Let me show an example. So, if you take this and you take a volume of Sand Chronicles, you can just put that down there, and then you close the button, and there. Now it's safe. You can. I read most of my manga on the bus, so this is really useful for keeping it safe. It also fits with like Kodansha volumes that are like larger trim. It's kind of. Why am I doing like an ad for this? It was I got it from Vinted by a person in Poland, so thanks for them. I don't think they're making any more, but thanks for that. I didn't get any manga on my birthday, but I did go to the local manga store with my friend to buy stuff soon after, as is my right. So I bought volumes 2, 3, that's 4. So I bought volumes 2. That's 4 again, what the? So I bought volumes 2, 3, and 4 of Sketchy. So I already own volume 1 and I read it recently and I really loved it. And it had gone a few months, so like a bunch of volumes had time to like accumulate. So now that I went to the store, I just bought all of the volumes that were out to like catch up. It's gonna be 6 volumes in total, so not that much of a commitment. But this is another series that follows like older adult women as they start skateboarding. And in the first volume, the main character's boyfriend is like a film bro, and he's all pretentious when he talks about movies. And if you don't know, right now I'm studying film studies. And it was like being called out. He sounded exactly like me and my classmates. It was embarrassing. The other thing I bought was Volume 1 of Sheltering Eves. I've been waiting for this ever since it got announced. It's by Ri Aruga, who made Perfect World, and I own all of Perfect World, and I think I am the biggest fan that exists of that, because I ate the drama of that series up. You know, other people wasn't ready for the drama, but I was. It's confusing because on the inner cover we got this illustration of who I assume the main characters are, but for some reason the girl has white hair here, but in the rest of it she has black hair. No idea what that is about. But this series follows these two kids who grow up in like an orphanage style home. It's for children who have been displaced because their parents are either abusive or they're not able to take care of them. And what I love about Ri Aruga's work is that she always does a lot of research. Like when I read Perfect World, which is about a relationship between a woman and a wheelchair-bound man who work in architecture, I learned both a bunch about what it's like living like wheelchair bound and about our architecture and how they like intersect. And it gave me some really interesting perspectives. And also later in the series they also talk about infertility and like trouble becoming pregnant and IDF and all that stuff. And it was all topics that I hadn't really seen explored in manga before. Like there's a volume about the dangers of like wheelchair bound people when earthquakes happen, which in Japan why did I pronounce it like that? In J in in J- in ja- in Japan, they have quite a lot of earthquakes, but they don't really have any clear protocol for like what wheelchair-bound people should do in that situation. So that gave me like a whole nother perspective. And this was the first volume was really good. It's so cool because oop, no, my camera, no. Because I the art was like one of my troubles with Perfect World because the character's expression got a bit samey sometimes, but you can tell that like the mangaka has like really improved over the years. So yeah, I think it's a solid start. I think it's up to like 4 volumes in right now. So I'm wondering how long it's gonna be, but I'm gonna be along for the ride. I'm gonna be dick riding this series until the end. And before I get to the last purchases of the month, I just want to bring up what did you eat yesterday? Because I've been reading this series from my library, and volume 13, which is this one, is the last one my library has. And obviously, I've read 13 volumes, so I've been enjoying it. I just want to say that, like, the world that Fumi Yoshinaga paints in this story is a miserable world to live in. The amount of cheating that surrounds these characters are like so sad. Like, this guy is a hairdresser, and his boss, everyone just knows that that man has been cheating on his wife consistently for like their entire marriage, and nobody tells her. It seems like she knows because she's about to finally divorce him, but like nobody treats him like he's treated like a bit of an asshole, but like nobody does anything about it. It's just accepted that like he's gonna cheat. And like both of the main characters have cheated in past relationships, and they're like worried about like letting the other person like be alone with a gay guy because they're worried that they're gonna cheat. And there's even a moment when this guy is alone with like their gay friend, and the gay friend like kind of flirts with him, and for a moment he like considers cheating with him, and it's like, why is everyone cheating on each other? It's so strange. Is Fumi Yoshinaga just like living in like a part of the world where like cheating is like really popular? Is it like a trend in our city to like cheat on their spouses? Am I just ignorant of how common cheating is? I'm so confused. And another thing is, their the their lives seem a bit sad because like these two have they're friends with like another gay couple, and they meet quite often. I think even in this book they like meet them twice to like eat and stuff. And like neither of these two seem to enjoy being with their friends. Like when they're inviting their friends over, they're like constantly trying to like play these mind games and like one up the couple. And it's like so strange why, like, if you don't enjoy being with them, then like find other friends to be with. There's like, they mentioned that there's gay hangout spots in Tokyo, and I know that they're a bit older now, but even then they can like go out and like try and like hang out with other gay guys if they wanna, if they wanna do that, or they can like find straight friends to be with. Like, it's just a bit sad. And I think the fact that these two like never kiss or like show much affection like adds to that. Like they have a sweet like, I like the relationship enough to have read this far, but like they're not very affectionate with each other even when they're alone in their home. Yeah, and they still, I think they've been together for like 15 years or something. You would think that they would, I don't know, maybe after 15 years couples aren't as snuggly buggly. But like you would expect them to like hold hands or like kiss or hug each other every now and then. But yeah, that was my what did you eat yesterday rant. I'm just confused why everyone's cheating on each other. So let's move on. I actually thought that this was gonna be all of it, but then I met up with my friend the fish. You know, I've talked about her before. When we get together, well, it's gonna be a good day for the local manga store. So we met up yesterday, and I had actually gotten like a gift card from my sibling for my birthday to this store, and also when I purchased all of that sketchy, I filled out my stamp card, so I got like a bit of money to like spend, and I had completely forgotten that when I first went in to like buy sketchy. Oh, I forgot to mention when I was going in to buy sketchy and like sheltering leaves, they also had home office romance there, which I'd also been waiting for a bit, because it's from the same mangaka as Sweat and Soap, and I'd heard a lot of good things about it. And I didn't want to read Sweat and Soap because the synopsis kind of threw me off. But I wanted to give this one shot a try, but then it's like during the pandemic, and I don't know if I want to read a manga that takes place during the pandemic. So I don't know, tell me if Home Office Romance is good, if I should buy it. But anyway, yesterday I went in and I bought the first volume of Just Like Mona Lisa by Sumuyi Yoshimura. So this is gonna be a 10-volume series. I saw it when it got announced. It's from Square Enix. I don't think I have a lot of stuff from Square Enix, but it's a cool thing because in the manga is obviously called colorless, but it got hints of purple. I really enjoyed monotone blue, but it would be so cool if monotone blue had this, like if the tail actually was blue in that manga. But yeah, it just adds some really cool dimension to it. I haven't read this yet, but I know it's about a character that hasn't chosen their gender yet, but both of their childhood friends, a girl and a boy, ask them out and like kind of pressure them to like figure their gender out. So I'm guessing it's gonna be a very trans manga, and I'm looking forward to it. Then, the store hadn't had this in a while, but they finally got the second deluxe volume of Yokohama Katashikiku, which I adore the little anime OVA. And I got the first volume and I adore it. I know that all 5 deluxe editions are out, but I want to like take my time with this and like only buy the volumes when I like feel like it, because it's very slice of life. So I don't feel any need to like rush through it. It's cool because it has a bunch of color pages, not only in the beginning but also like throughout the chapter. I think there's like entire chapters that are in color. Yeah, you can see throughout, and it's just like chill, It's a classic. It's just nice. And that's that. It's too big, so I can't bring it on the bus. So it's gonna be for when I'm on like a long car ride or when I want to get sleepy in the evening. So yeah, I think that's all this month. Um, I'm gonna be working over Christmas. I'm gonna be sorting Christmas cards. It's not a big job, but I did it last year, and it's nice that they thought that I did a good enough job to like call me back. So yeah, that's gonna get me some money, and then I'm also hoping to like get some during Christmas. And then I'm probably gonna put in a sci-fi order. And with that, I'm hoping to finish Even Though We're Adults. I read the first volume of Something's Wrong with Us to like check if I liked it, and I enjoy it. You know, with Perfect World, I enjoy the drama. If there's a drama-filled series, I'm here for it. I am watching Real Housewife of Salt Lake City right now. I just enjoy drama. It's fun. I'm gonna get more centaurs hopefully. I pre-ordered volume 3. I thought it was gonna have come to me by now, but it says on the site it's coming out on Christmas actually, so I'm hoping it comes to me before the end of the year. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and as always, Jungeskog reminds you to like and subscribe. Yeah! And I'll see you next time. Tell me what you guys been picking up. I know there's a lot of new series coming out soon that I'm really excited about. So my wallet is in hell. Happy November. Bye.
My favorite time of day is night.